Good morning, guys. We're back on RCC, and we got something pretty darn crazy happening. So there's a 1935 F-350, 1935 F-350 dually that was posted on Craigslist, and it's up in the hills. It's not too far from here. It's up in the hills. Which direction is it? Well, one of the hills up there. And anyways, we're going to buy that sucker, and we're going to put it at RCC. But anyways, I was talking to the seller on the phone, and the story behind it, it's not even the seller didn't even own it. The seller inherited it, and the guy that he inherited it from another guy. And finally, the seller wants to sell this thing. So the seller's grandpa was an outlaw during the Prohibition. So Prohibition happened between 1920 and 1932. During that time, alcohol was illegal. Even getting a beer, Bush beer, would have been illegal if Bush was Bush a thing back there. I don't know. And so the guy that owned this truck originally, this truck doesn't have many miles, has 5 miles on it. This guy that owned this truck originally, he was essentially an outlaw and made a lot of moonshine during the Prohibition era and sold a lot of it. And so this guy was raking in the dough. He was making a lot of money, and he didn't want to look like he was all sketchy, all rich right after the Prohibition ended. So what he did is he went out and bought this 1935 F-350 dually, and he bought 4 of them. One of them is still there. The other 3 are gone. And he just tossed this thing in the barn and left it. And his son then inherited it when he passed away. Well, his son didn't do anything. He just left it. And then his grandson just inherited it. His grandson just listed on Craigslist. It's pretty crazy behind this thing. You guys don't even want to know how much this thing costs. The guy's asking 100 grand for it, which is insane. I think half of it is probably the story behind it, which who knows if it's even true or not. But what better vehicle to take than the F-350 Platinum to go pick up the 1935 Ford Dually? But you guys ought to see this truck. It is in mint condition. It is insane. I do want to change one color on it. We'll see. I do want to kind of keep it original at the same time. But anyways, we're going to offload this tractor, and then we got to pick up a telehandler because the grandson said that the truck's at the top of the barn, and he has no way to get it down. Nobody's ever seen it. Nobody's ever touched it, essentially. So we're going to pick up a telehandler rental. I don't know why the wipers are going. That's just a thing of farm sim. I can't shut those suckers off. But I honestly think this truck at $100,000, if I can get some documentation of the story behind the truck, if it's true, it does have only 5 miles on it. This truck sells for more than 100 grand. Even though that's insane. Okay, we'll load the telehandler up. Okay, we have a long ways to go. We gotta get there before dark. We are right here, and we have to go all the way up around here. It's somewhere in here, I think. Hey, there's the Harley dealership. Looks like business is doing good. To think, this guy was an outlaw, had all this cash, and just hoarded it in F-350 pickup trucks, and would never drive one of them again, essentially. He just left that sucker there. It's a little hilly through here. Okay, so that road up ahead is where this trail starts, and it is a long ways up there. I looked. He said this is the way to get there. He never told me we were crossing water, though. So we're going to keep working our way up there. GPS says we got 4 miles left. Here we are. I forgot to mention, they call this Dead Spruce Cabin, is where this guy lived. And this is where he hid, essentially. He hid up on the top of the mountain. Of course, people came up here, but he was usually off in the woods or a treehouse or something like that. But this is, I mean, we're miles and miles away from town. Yep. That'll work. Cash? Yeah, I got in the truck. Okay. Looks like it's a done deal. We got 100 grand cash in the truck, and we're buying this sucker. I guess I should probably make sure. Hold on a sec. Yeah, let me see the truck and get the keys and see if it starts before we do this. Okay. Grandson gave me the keys. See, he said it's in here, and he says it on the second loft, and it's set on the second loft for basically 80 years. 80, 90 years up there. There she is. I just want to make sure I'm not getting screwed over and this thing actually has a ton of miles on her. Holy crap. Oregon plates. Doesn't make sense. He said this thing's never been driven on the road even. It only has 5 miles on it. Well, somebody put a hitch. Is that... and a 7-pin connector? Huh. 1935. Okay, let's start her up. Okay, she started. Grandson said it's been 6 months since he started her. So it's not completely stock. I feel like it's had some modifications done to it. Maybe they straight piped these suckers back in 1935, but I don't know. Going from horses to a straight piped F-350 would have been a pretty big jump there. Yep, you too. Okay, kind of nice guy, but kind of weird guy, to be honest. He basically said, if I screw this up, it's all my fault. He's not giving me back $1, and he's not going to help me get it unloaded, get it off of here. So this is a one-man show. I should have brought Buck or Austin or somebody. We got to get this truck down from here. And it looks like it just barely fits in between the posts. Just barely. Okay, well, I got to get that. Is the telehandler going to fit? Telehandler's going to fit. Okay. We're going to try and get that thing down before they're loaded up. If I wreck this thing, we are screwed. Let's see what we can do here. Okay, this is going to be a lot of jumping back and forth between the telehandler and up there, because I do not want to damage this truck at all, and this is stupid. This is a $100,000 truck, and we're just using pallet forks. My gosh, okay. It is so tough to tell if I'm about to stab the truck or if I'm just going to completely go below the deck even. Okay, let's get out and check. Okay, looks good. We actually got to go higher. Okay, thinking right there should be good. Okay, right there. We're going to try and lift her off there. I gotta see if we can make between these posts there. Okay, we can make that one. We can't make that one. It's all good. We'll figure out something here. Okay, I'm gonna lift her up. Come on. It's off the ground. We have the truck off the ground. Okay, I'm gonna bring her down. Please fit. There we go. There we go. Stay easy with her. Okay, I'm gonna jump out. We're good. Holy Toledo, it is. Should be good. Okay, I can work my way down here. I do not want to drop it, though. Keep going back. There we go. Stay easy with her. Stay easy. Okay, that is done. That is on the ground. We're good. Now I gotta figure out how to load both of these suckers up and get it back. This thing starts up like it's brand new. Well, it practically is, technically, but she's got a 3-speed transmission on her. Oh gosh, that clutch. That's not the best clutch. Okay, get some speed. Pin her. There we go. Wow, I'm not gonna have that much room. I gotta get that telehandler. Oh. We may have to come back for the telehandler, but for now, I'm gonna try something. I'm gonna back up on here, and to get the ramps up, I'm gonna use the forks and extend this sucker all the way, so that way the ramps can clear the whole machine. That didn't make sense, but you'll see. Okay. Okay, so we got everything loaded up. We got the telehandler. We're all good to go. Now I gotta get this thing turned around here. Man, I wish I had... We got a lot of weight on here. I wish I had... Okay, there's a couple little things I want to do to this truck. And that, I know... it's tough. Because this is stock truck. I want to keep it stock. I want to keep the story behind it. But I would love to black out the rims and black out the whole body of this truck. That would be sweet. I don't know. We'll get the telehandler unloaded, and I'll probably put it back somewhere here. We are on the prop shop. Since we own all these like companies and buildings around here, we just all mix them together essentially. Oh, that would look so cool. All black. Because on Google, I was on Google, and there was another one like this that was all black. I think I'm going to do it, because I think it'll look sweet. Let's fire her up. We should tow with this. It doesn't have the gooseneck, but it has bumper hitch. Okay, I've made the decision. I think I'm going to put her in the shop, have my guy Craig do all the magic on her, and see what we can get this thing looking like. What? I guess we're going all black. Heck yeah. And then I gotta figure out the license plates. I gotta get the Oregon license plates off, get some Iowa license plate, or New York. We're on New York actually. Get some New York license plates on here. Should be done in a week. Craig should be working on it. Yeah. Oh, phones are in. Hello? Yeah. Nice. Okay. Okay. Awesome. I'll be down to the shop. So Craig thinks The 35 F-350 is going to be finished today. He's got her all done. So I'm going to head down to the shop, take a look at her. He's got it all done besides plates that are getting shipped in today, essentially. We're going to jump on the whip. And it should be around back somewhere here. I think he said he parked it over here. Door's locked, but there it is. My gosh. All these doors are locked here. Wow. Dang. Okay, I need to get the key from Craig, but my gosh, there she is. The beauty. We still got the Oregon plates on her, but that's fine. Wow. I don't know. All black. I think it looks pretty good. I think it was better than the other color, but we just did kind of go off the original standard of this truck. Holy Toledo. You're looking at $100,000 truck. Let's take her for a test drive. Now, nothing mechanically changed on this truck at all. We kept it all the same. All we did is paint. That's it. Oh, the horn. I never tested that. We went from big muscly F-350 trucks with dualies to Priuses. But anyways, guys, seriously, hopefully you guys enjoyed this one. I know I did. It's fun to have fun with some of these antique stuff. Thanks for watching, and hey, I'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks, guys.